This is a series called Tech in 10, which is aimed at providing you with a very brief understanding of the technology that surrounds us today, and that we use more and more in our daily lives. Part 2 aims to give you a basic understanding of computer software. Just to recap, a computer needs two basic elements to operate: hardware and software. Hardware is what we call the physical components that make up a computer system. Software is what makes it work. Using the illustration of a motor car, it has all the components you need to get you from A to B, but goes nowhere without a driver. Let's examine software in more detail. Just as a computer system has two components, hardware and software, we can essentially break down software into two elements. These are operating systems and applications. Let us first examine operating systems in a little more detail. Operating systems, sometimes shortened to OS. Here are a couple of definitions: software that controls the operation of a computer and directs the processing of programs, and secondly, a program that acts as an intermediary between the user and the computer hardware. What exactly does this mean? The function of the operating system is to manage and control the computer. Just like the driver in our previous illustration using the car. Without the OS, the computer hardware is really just a bunch of inanimate technology, and it is the operating system that makes it work. Amongst other things, it performs the following functions: manages user applications, manages input and output devices like the keyboard, mouse and screen, and it allocates and manages resources such as memory and hard disk. There are a number of different types of operating system. Some of the likely ones you may encounter are Microsoft Windows, which uses a graphical interface mainly on PCs and laptops; Linux, a well-known open-source operating system, and there are many different varieties of Linux. Apple has two main operating systems, being Mac OS for PCs and iOS for mobile phones and tablets. And of course there is Android, which is used on many mobile phones and tablets. These are the most common, but there are also a variety of other OS products, some built for specific purposes. Now let's look at applications. What's the difference between OS and application? Whilst the purpose of the OS is to manage the operation of the system, an application is designed with a specific purpose in mind, and is built to run on a certain OS. So you get applications for Apple, for Android, Windows, Linux, and so on. There are many applications, and these are just some examples. There are far too many to list here, but hopefully you get the idea. So how do all these pieces fit together in terms of the user experience? Imagine you are the user. At the highest level the user communicates, or we can use the word talks, to the application. The application in turn talks to the operating system, and the operating system talks to the hardware. So you end up with a transparent user experience as a result of all these components communicating with one another. And that's how any computer system works. And by computer system, of course, we include tablets and mobile phones. Thank you for watching. A short quiz follows to help you remember what we've talked about in this session. Thank you for taking this brief quiz on computer software. Question 1. We said that a computer consists of two elements in order to operate. These are hardware and what? The answer is software. A computer needs hardware and software in order to be able to operate. Question 2. What are the two elements, or types, of software? Answer: the two elements or types of software are operating systems and applications. Question 3. What is the purpose or main function of the operating system? Answer: to control and manage the operation of the computer hardware. Question 4. What is the purpose of an application? In other words, what does it do? Answer: an application performs a specific task or series of tasks. Well done! You have now completed this brief overview on computer software. Thank you for watching. Thanks again for watching, and goodbye for now.